What is up, you guys? It is your boy John the Sick voiceover guy here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another On the Farm. How's it going? And welcome. And when I said sick, I'm a little under the weather right now, but it's all good. So, guys, that right there came out of our DeWALT palm sander, orbital sander, whatever you want to call it, the other day while Dad was using it. He was sanding, and I'm like, something doesn't look right here. It's basically a seal that goes on top of the pad that the sandpaper sits on, and it seals in the dust and sends the dust into the dust collection on the back. And basically that little seal, gave it up, and that was pretty well just that. Now, we've had this sander for a number of years. We don't use it a ton. We don't do a lot of like finish carpentry and stuff, so we don't use a sander too much, but it's one of those tools that it's very nice to have when you need it, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we are going to be fixing this sander. This was filmed after New Year's, and basically with the New Year's Day holiday, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, we were barely at the farm, and when we were barely filmed, I have been feeling terribly sick this week, and actually I was about to skip this week of On the Farm, but hey, I figured a short project video is better than no video at all. So basically we pulled that the plastic off of there, the plastic housing that goes around the sander, pulled that off first. We did look this up online, and we had a parts breakdown, but apparently Dad left it at where he works, and it would have been nice to have the parts breakdown in front of us as we were working on this, but it's all good. It's all good. So Dad's just going to pop off the pad that the sandpaper actually sticks to. It's Velcro, and you're good to go. So you can see he's going to pop that off right here in a second. I swear, he's switching tools back and forth. It was kind of a bear for Dad to work on because it was spinning and moving and not holding still and cooperating quite as well as he probably would have liked it to. So there's that, but that's okay. So we ran over to our local DeWALT outlet parts place. I don't know what you call it. It's over in St. Louis, and Dad went in and basically told him what we needed, and they were able to hook us up with that little white ring there, and that seems to be all that it was, honestly. Is the one Dad's holding right now is the old one, and it's a lot thinner than this new one, the white one there. And we think it's basically a wear item. Like, it wears out after a certain amount of time. It just sits in there and enough friction over the years, and it wears out. So, I mean, it's no big deal. I believe, I don't actually know this to be factual, but I don't think it cost that much money to get the part. I didn't actually ask Dad how much it cost. I didn't go in the store with him. It was really cold that day, and I just didn't feel like getting out of the truck. I won't lie. So I sat in the truck while Dad went into the DeWALT place to get the little part. But yeah, all good. And we're just talking about, like, really, it just kind of sits in there. Like, there's nothing that holds it in there other than magic. Maybe a little friction, but basically magic. Just kind of holds it right where it needs to be. And that's pretty much just it. Honestly, it's kind of a strange thing, but I guess the patent, the design does work. This sander is fairly good about keeping the dust down and keeping the dust in the dust collection on the back. We don't hook it up to the vacuum, but obviously we could if we wanted to, and that would be a lot better. If we're going to sand like a lot of anything, usually down here in the wintertime, I will actually turn our exhaust fan on in the shop. Just to kind of suck any of the particles out of the shop that, you get in the air. It's not really that big of a deal, but at the same time, why breathe in that stuff if we don't have to, kind of thing. So there's that. So Dad's tightening this up, the foot here, the shoe, whatever you want to call that, the sanding pad, I don't know what you call that, thingamabob. The thingamabob. That's what I call it. That's what I call it. And he's going to tighten this up. 3 screws hold that on, and then 2 screws held on the plastic housing that goes around this. And yeah, so we've been working on a few wooden projects down there that I haven't really been showing. Nothing exciting, don't get me wrong. Nothing exciting. I built a shelf for here at the house, and we use the sander for that. And that's about, the extent of what we've been doing woodworking wise down there. We do have a big project coming up that I would like to talk about. We are going to start working on it very soon. Dad and I were kind of doing a little brainstorming the other day when we were at the farm about the upcoming project. And the upcoming project is going to be extending the shop. Basically, the room inside of the building that we're in now, we call this room the quote-unquote shop. And we are going to extend it 4 feet in one direction. Now, 4 feet doesn't seem like a lot of room, but it will be, okay? And it's not going to be too much room where it's hard to heat. We have enough heat in there to heat an extra 4 feet, but figuring out how to do it, and 4 feet would just be enough extra room, because if you pull in like my lawnmower or the big lawnmower at the farm, the laser, or set up a set of sawhorses with plywood on top to use as a table or whatever, you're just out of room. You can see the sander works fine. We're good to go. But basically, we will be extending the shop very soon, and we'll start working on that soon. So stay tuned for that and whatever else we get into on the farm. So until next time, I hope you guys liked this video. Hit that like button if you guys did. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on if you have not already done so. And as always, have a great day. Thank you guys for watching, and toodles.